Next, if you see here, what is your target rank rate? This timetable is so realistic that if you give under 2000, then it will show less than 2000 within 6 months is not possible. Yes, just imagine I have given my 2.5 to 3 months and my 3 years of expertise in making timetable and schedules to just make this. This is not a promotional video. This is not a commercialized video. There are no sales of products in this video. Hi, I'm Dr. RMD, and all these things are based on true facts only. I was one of the first in India to start NEET PG mentorship, and I was one of the first strategists in NEET PG and inicet mentorship to use statistics as a tool for guiding students on how to use subjects according to priority order and what exactly to study. In the month of May 2024, I started my first batch of mentorship for NEET PG. And since then I had created a total 3 batches, that is over last 3 years. And currently there are batches going on for NEET PG and inicet. I have been mentoring students for a long time. There are also other available strategist mentors who are there in this field, who are doing an excellent job guiding students. But over this last 3.5 years, I have got a lot of queries from students that whatever strategies are given online, which are given over Telegram or maybe over YouTube or maybe over Instagram, they are not customized. Let's for example, you will get a 100-day strategy, you will get a 50-day strategy, you will get a 20-day strategy, but you will never get what strategy is suitable for you. And even when I started thinking about this, it's not possible humanly for everyone, for every NEET PG mentor out there, for every NEET PG strategist out there to come along with a personalized timetable which is suitable only for you. And this is where I thought technology can make a difference, and that's why I came up with a new initiative which no one has done so far in the history of NEET PG. No coaching platform, no companies, no multi-million-dollar companies have come across with such a new unique idea which no one has created so far, and it is available for free of cost. That is an added advantage. So for the first time in the history of NEET PG, we have something known as a customized student study planner which you can daily change as and when you require, as and when number of days are left. So I'll just show you in brief what this exactly is, then I'll show you the process of how to go ahead with this study planner. So this is the study planner that you get. This is the final output that you get. So basically in this I have entered details. So the target exam is selected as on 30th August. Your plan, that is when you start to study, this was a pre-generated. I'll show you how to generate in real time also. This is on 14th May, and you are currently in your first stage of preparation and you need a target rank of about 2000. A similar type of study planner was released by Marrow a few months ago when World of Revision started, but then there were a lot of irregularities with this. I also pointed out to Marrow under comment section in the YouTube video that they released that this planner has so many deficiencies, but I didn't get any response. So I went ahead to create a new planner which students can actually use. So it will take into account your total number of study hours based on how much hours you can study per day. Let's say in this for example, I gave total study hours per day is 10 hours and your exam is in the next 3.5 months. So you have a total of 99 days to study and 9 days for grand test. And then it will generate a 3 revision study planner with 1 read and 3 revisions. And this will be customized to each and everyone because your inputs will matter when this study planner is generated. So this is the overview of how this study timetable looks like. So as you can see, there is day 1 and you'll start with the subject pharmacology because you can also set your preference, whichever you want first, whichever you want next. So in pharmacology, you'll see CNS of pharmacology has got 2.8 hours, endocrine has got 2.8 hours according to the priority in PYQs. So for example, respiratory system around 5% questions are only asked, whereas from general pharmacology plus ANS around 20% questions are asked. That's why general ANS plus general pharmacology plus ANS gets 9.1 hours, whereas antimicrobials also gets around 6.5 hours, around 7 hours. Cardiovascular system gets 4 hours, but topics like respiratory system gets only 42 minutes. So this is created with the weightage ratio. So if you have watched my previous videos, I go according to statistics only. In every statistics, I give how much weightage that subject carries in terms of how many times it is asked as a PYQ. And this entire division of pharmacology is based on that. Not only pharmacology, all subjects. I'll give in detail on how we will go ahead with this. There is also something known as grand test. Every once in 10 days, you will be having a grand test, irrespective of whatever your phase of preparation is. So for example, in this timetable, your first read will finish by day 46 to 47, and then you will be starting with your first revision, and this first revision will continue for few days. Everything, the algorithm is set, how much percentage of time is allocated to first read, how much for second revision, how much for third revision, everything is set. GT dates are also set. Your timetable, how much time you will dedicate, what you will dedicate, I'll show you everything because it's all in the website. I'll show you in detail. So this is the final output that you get out of it, and I'll show you in detail like how it actually generates things. Okay, so just give me a second. Yes, so you just go to the website that is drrmd.in. Okay, so this is the website that I have created. Basically the study planner is inside this website. So if you go here, you will find this Dr. RMD's customized and personalized study planner for NEET PG and NECET, and the name that I have kept for this study this one is MedPath. Okay, so it's MedPath. You can explore MedPath. Go to MedPath. Yes, so this is the first page that you get. So in here you will fill your basic information. So exam date. Now by default it is for 30th August, but if you are, let's say, preparing for NEET PG 2027, that also you can select in this, okay, according to date set, but I'll go with NEET PG 2026. So let's say I'm studying for total 8 hours per day. Okay, so this is what you can decide. Okay, then I'll select on next, and let's say I have done my one read, okay, and I'm in my first revision, but let's say in my first read all 19 subjects I didn't complete. I have some 2-3 subjects pending, so I can actually select the order of the subjects also. For example, if I want physiology first, right, then I'll do this change, that is I'll keep physiology towards beginning. If I want microbiology first, because if microbiology is my weak subject, I'll shift microbiology to the top. So you can arrange your subject order as and when you like. So this is free of cost, this is not payable. Okay, so after that, let's say my third toughest subject is ENT, so I'll keep ENT. So I'll just select the preference of my subjects, and let's say I have completed all subjects, but I have some topics left. Let's say I have covered all topics of microbiology, I have covered all topics of physiology, but let's say other things I have not completed. Let's say, okay, this is just an example. Let's say anatomy I have completed all topics, but biochemistry, let me say I have completed only 2 topics, that is I have not completed proteins, enzyme, lipids and genetics. I'll just tick whatever I have completed. Okay, so in pathology, let's say I have completed everything. In pharmacology I have completed everything except cardiovascular system. So these are the topics I completed, and rest of the things I am blank. So here in the progress bar you will get 4 completed, 2 in progress and 13 not started. So the final timetable will divide your time according to this only, whatever inputs you give. So let's say you had finished microbiology, that is it's in green. That means in your first revision, in your first read, these topics will be left out. Whichever you have not completed, that will come in your first read, and whatever topics are left out after that first read, only then you will be going to first revision of all topics. Okay, so next, if you see here, what is your target rank rate? This timetable is so realistic that if you give under 2000, then it will show less than 2000 within 6 months is not possible. Yes, just imagine I have given my 2.5 to 3 months and my 3 years of expertise in making timetable and schedules to just make this website and study planner. So you can imagine the level of realism I have gone to it. I am a very practical and realistic person, and that is the extent to which I have gone to ensure that you get a proper customized study planner which is suitable for everyone in all situations. Okay, so now I can't select a rank of less than 2000. Now I am going for rank of more than 2000. Okay, and how many days are left? 107 days are left. Okay, and this is my first read with some subject completed. So now I'll give the data, and then the algorithm will calculate everything whatever is necessary based on your output, and it will give you a personalized, customized timetable which is possible, which is true only for you and no one else. So this is what you get once you enter all the details. So basically there are 106 days that are left, and you have 4 subjects we have already completed 4 subjects in your first read. That is, if you see here, these are the subjects that are completed, and the subjects that are pending are over here. Okay, so this column will give overall overview. And then how many, what is your backlog hours? That is per day. If you have put 10 hours per day, you should study for 10 hours per day, and you have to enter it. I'll show you how. There is timer and all. Okay, and this is the number of streaks that you get. So you will be promoted based on streaks. Once you reach 200 days, you will immediately go to ranker category. Okay, that is where you'll definitely get a rank of like less than 1000 if you consistently follow this for more than 200 days. Next, daily reality check is how much hours you studied versus how much time you had expected to study. So like, let's say you had studied, kept your target of 8 hours, and how much you studied, and compared to you, how much other participants, like others who are using this website, they actually started studying. Okay, and here over here you have this focus timer, which means you can start your timer like this. Okay, let's say you want Pomodoro sessions of 30 minutes. You can actually pause also and you can reset. Okay, or you can select 1 hour Pomodoro or 2 hours. At the end of the this one, you can get sound like this, that your study session has ended. So basically what you'll be doing, so now you'll ask me where is the timetable part. The timetable part is over here. Okay, so this is overview and this is schedule. Okay, so now once you go into the schedule, like let's say we have started from 15, that is what I had given, and you wanted first subject as ENT because you had ENT topics pending. So what is your topic list for ENT? Say it is over here. Say in ENT, this is your task pool. This is the to-do list. What you're seeing over the right hand side. No, this is the task pool. This is the to-do list. Okay. So this is the this is where your topics are there. Now for your first read. Okay. See where it is given first read. See here ENT. See May 15th first read. Okay. So you can see here, right? May 15th first read of ENT. So you will first start with ENT throat and oral cavity. That is from rapid revision or BTR. You have total 4 hours. Now this will be your daily schedule. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to drag this to your daily schedule. Let's say you want to do RR or BTR in the 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. study slot. You can drag it over there. Okay. Next, let's say you want to do next 2 hours also here. So here actually you have only 2 hours of study schedule, but still since you have added 2 hours, you can't add it over there. You should put it over 9 to 1 p.m. Now here there are total 2 hours left. You are seeing this, right? 2 hours are left. Okay. So you can add next 2 hours task. Let's say you will do PYQs of throat and oral cavity. So let's say you do it between 9 to 1 p.m. So now we have 40 minutes left. So you can keep one more task of some 40 minutes over there. So let's say you keep this PYQ of ear over here. So now you have just 24 minutes left in 9 to 1 p.m. study slot. Next, in afternoon study slot, that is 3 to 6 p.m. Okay, evening study slot, you will do this MCQ, that is custom module basically, or Q bank of throat and oral cavity. Anything is fine. Okay, I would suggest if time is less, you do custom module. If time is more, you can do Q bank module. Okay, so ear, throat and oral cavity MCQs. MCQs means practice MCQs, which are basically your like custom modules or your MCQ modules. And last, whichever you time you have left, no, that you can give it for 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. So in total, your today's task is complete. And once you have finished, then you'll study according to that. So let's say you woke up at 6 a.m. today, then you'll go first to this timer. You will start 1 hour of study. If you want, you can also modify this. Okay, you can set, like for example 50 minutes you want, you can set for 50 minutes, and then you'll start focusing. Now whatever time you're focusing here, that will get reflected. Okay, see here, this will actually get reflected over this timetable. Okay, so this daily reality check, here it will be uploaded, and also it will be covered over here. Okay, this time whatever is completed, that will be covered up over here, that is in this target. Okay, and then it will give you on weekly average wise how much you're studying. So this is basically a study planner along with the study oriented app also. It's like a website. Okay, it's not released in app format. So everything whatever you need is here itself. So let's say you finish this, and then after that automatically it will get updated. So in this time duration, it will automatically get updated, and it will show you how much you are better compared to rest of the people in terms of number of study hours. So coming back to schedule, now let's say today's schedule is done here. At the end of the day, what you will do, once you have finished all things, then you will click on this complete. Okay, so here you remember like complete day, and you will tick whatever is completed, and then you'll complete and log. Once you do that, in your overview what will happen, this one will come as 1% overall completion, because you have done total 8 hours of target. If you have not done 8 hours of target, then it will show only partial. Let's say for example here you had I'll just update. Okay, let's say you had not completed few topics, you had just completed some topics and some were left. So what was left? RR and BTR of throat and oral cavity was left, and PYQ of ear was left. Okay, so let me submit it, and once I submit it at the end of the day, what will happen is it will show only 0.3% completed, which means there are backlogs. So now how to manage for backlogs? See here, there is a area known as add custom task. It will be there for every day. So you will just click that, and then you will add, like for example, what is the task name, like what backlog you had RR and or BTR. Okay, let's say RR of which topic? You had RR of oral cavity and throat, and how many hours you need for that, you just mention in that, and you add task. So this extra task will be added over here, and this will actually get added to your overall study hours that you are doing. Okay, in this overall study hours, that extra hours will be added. So basically this study planner also will accommodate backlogs that are created from your starting. Like let's say on 15th you started, on 15th you had backlog. For 16th this one you can add your custom task. Okay, so here you can add RR of ear or oral cavity, and then you can do it on the next day. Suppose again you have backlog, you can just enter it on 17th of May. Okay, so similarly you will have freedom to modify as per your convenience. Okay, so this is not like some coaching platform or some cheap app or some cheap timetable study planner which is designed just for just where they give you timetable and expect you to study. This is not like that. This is everything is under your control. Okay, number of study hours you will decide, what time what to study you will decide. Okay, how many custom tasks additional to add as like for backlogs you will decide. So everything is under your control, and if you want to regenerate the timetable, you can again regenerate. So everything is under your control. Now if you want to download the study plan, there is a button called download PDF. You'll just click on that, and once this is downloaded, then you will see something like this. Okay, so this will be basically what I showed in the initial first half. Okay, so see over here. So total, according to this, you have 8 hours for study per day. Okay, this is what I entered in the beginning in the algorithm. Then you have total 98 days for study, and 9 grand tests will be there total. So for anyone who starts from 15th May onwards and wants to attempt NEET PG and has completed few subjects, but has yet other few subjects also pending. Like in this case, for us, few subjects I had given completed. Okay, some subjects I had given which are incomplete. So those incomplete subjects will start first. So this is the overall timetable that you get. This is the PDF that you can download on your device, and you can paste on your daily like in your study table, and then you can go according to this. If you want, after 1 week, let's say you are not able to follow this, you can regenerate this timetable again. Okay, so in first read you will be going through all this topic, and all these topics, as I told, this duration is set. Okay, that is based on PYQ weightage. Okay, nothing else but based on PYQ weightage. So you will have everything. Then you will come across first revision, then you will come across second revision. In second revision you will get more topics per day. Let's say on 19th August when NEET is near, what will happen, you will have to complete 2 subjects per day, like orthopedics and dermat. Okay, so orthopedics, some topics will be completing, and how much time you will be giving for each topic, everything is set, and everything is decided based on PYQ weightage and nothing else. Okay, so I think everything is clear. So last on exam day, that is 30th August, till then timetable will be generated. Even if you want for NEET PG 2027, that also can be generated. Okay, in the beginning you should just enter this one, like for example in this, no, you should just enter that you want to prepare for let's say I'll just show it again. Okay, for example, this is just a sample one. So here you can just enter it as let's say you want for 2027. So I'll just change the year 2027, and let's say NEET is somewhere on August 1st. Okay, so if you can study 6 hours per day, then it will generate total. There are 443 days left, and if you want a rank of under 2000, now you can actually, because you have time. If it is less than 6 months, then you can't. Okay, so it will generate a proper study timetable for you. Okay, so it is very specific for your email ID. So one email ID you will get a specific timetable only. Okay, so this I call it a revolution, because after this there is like no way you are going to miss any timetable. Even if you don't have a timetable, you don't have to go to any person and beg them for timetable, or you don't have to follow someone, because you can decide what you want to study. And this entire thing is based on one single concept, that is prioritization. Yes, you have heard it right. It is based on prioritization only, which means if you select a subject which has more priority, you will get more amount of time. That topic which has more number of PYQs, you will get more number of hours, more number of minutes to prepare for that particular subject. And believe me, this entire thing, this entire website has not been created by anyone so far. I am the first person in the entire history of NEET PG and INICET to create such a detailed, customized timetable along with the proper study planner, which can also track your study hours, backlogs, everything. Okay, no one has created so far, and that is the reason I am keeping this for free, because this is a sort of achievement for me, because no one has created. Even multi-million-dollar companies which are doing so much profit, they have not created this, because if they create this, then no one will watch them, because it's a loss for them. Okay, so I had to invest significant amount of resources into this, both financially and with time constraint, human resources. I had a very good tech team along with me. The tech team who designed this is actually Yuruda, and the main mastermind behind this who worked with me for this technology was Jayesh Surya. So we both had, and Anson also, and we three of us, when we initially discussed this, they were like, this thing is not even there for NEET UG and not even there for JEE also. So why didn't anyone think of this before? And they were so much excited with this, and I would say we had a wonderful collaboration over last 2.5 to 3 months. Like, it took us so much of blogging. Okay, like it was like so much of mindfulness and a lot of we had to use a lot of logic, we had to use a lot of problem solving skills, because at every point of time we had to decide that this algorithm is going to be right. It shouldn't be like in your third revision you don't get a timetable which doesn't make sense, or it shouldn't be like a person who has given like less than 3 months, who is doing his first read, is desiring a rank of less than 1000. We can't give a timetable, right? It should be based on realistic goals only. So we accept your feedback. There will be a Google review form which you can submit. Based on that review we will modify these things. If you want any other modifications, one of the thing was regarding converting this into an app. We'll be considering that also. So currently we are just started with this, and we have gotten it so far. So I believe for NEET PG 2026 and also for upcoming INICET or UPSC CMS, or even for NEET PG 2027, INICET May 2027 or November 2027, for any exam you can use this timetable, any exam, because everything is based on PYQ analysis only. So it will make sure that you complete things on time, you get 3 revisions, you can divide topics according to their weightage, and you give approximate same time. And even if you are not able to like follow that, the main thing of the schedule is, even if you are not able to follow it, you can actually modify it. That is the main thing. You can again regenerate the same schedule, okay, and it will work based on how many number of days are left. So your feedback will be valuable to us. Please fill in the Google form that is available in the pinned comments, and we'll be happy to like connect with you. And anyone who wants to drop any suggestion, you can also mail at babydocrmd@gmail.com. Me, Dr. RMD, along with this tech team, our tech team Yuruda, we will be forever grateful for your suggestions, and we hope this thing actually is very useful. Also share it with your friends, because since this is a free tool and free of cost, I'm sure no one would ever want this to be out, okay? That is what I feel. Like everyone wants to utilize it to the maximum, but don't be selfish. Share it to your friends also. Let them also study. Let it also help others. So this was just created out of student based concern only, okay? So all the best, and if you have any doubts, I'll create one more module, one more video on how to exactly use this and to use this to the maximum. So thank you.